We located vehicles sunken deep underwater in Lake Ocoee, Tennessee. Today we're going to be scuba diving down to investigate if they're the missing person we're looking for.
This thing is old, man. It's an old classic car.
Today we're out in Tennessee continuing the search for missing person John Rosati Boyd. He went missing back in January 2023, so it's been a little while. We've done a lot of searching for him, and we found a lot of cars that weren't his. Now we're out here on Parksville Lake, or Lake Ocoee. I think they call it two different things.
Yeah, it really depends on where you're at. Half of it's Lake Parksville, half of it's Lake Ocoee, but either way, anybody in Tennessee knows where we're at. It's a popular Olympic whitewater course upstream.
It's real popular, and that's why we were surprised to find so many cars out here. We found a Charger, a white Charger that we pulled out on our other channel, Wrecked and Recovered, and there's a clip of that you guys are seeing right now. That was pretty new. But right down here, there's the dam, and we found an upside down car right here we're about to dive on. And we know there's some older ones over there. We're still going to check out everything. It's kind of surprising because we don't normally find so many cars in lakes, but we're gonna do our best to clear all of these today and continue the search for John, because he's got to be somewhere. He's missing in his car. It's a Nissan Rogue. Let's get out here in the lake, start searching, see what we can find. It's amazing how much of our personal information is out there just for anybody to find. I consider myself a pretty private person, especially given sometimes the dangerous, sensitive cold cases we work on. I was really shocked when I Googled my name and found all kinds of personal info and data that I did not want out there to the public. Home addresses, email addresses, phone numbers, it was all out there. And even some of my close family members' info was very easily accessible. The idea that strangers have easy access to this information is very unsettling. It's not just about privacy, it's a matter of safety too. You never know who might be looking at your information or what they might do with it. It's not just individuals we have to worry about, even big companies put our data at risk. Recently, AT&T revealed that over 73 million customers' records, both existing and former customers, were released on the dark web. They recommend those affected use strong passwords, monitor account activity, and consider credit freezes or fraud alerts from credit bureaus. And that's why I started using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura does it all for me. It monitors suspicious account activity, creates and manages strong passwords, and even enables me to freeze my credit if I need to. Best of all, I don't have to download several different apps just because a big company couldn't keep my data secure. Aura is always on and always doing the hard work of keeping me and my loved ones safe. I'm not leaving myself or my family vulnerable to data breaches, and if you don't want to either, check out aura.com/AdamBrown. You can get 2 weeks free. Check out the link in the description. Huge shout out to Aura for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back into the episode. We were in the boat heading down to the spot that we found all those cars before. There's a lot more people out now that the weather's getting better, but we're gonna scoot down there and hopefully we can knock these cars out real quick. So we're scanning down here again, out here in Parksville Lake, or Lake Ocoee. I don't know exactly if it splits at some point, but apparently it has two different names. But the dam is right down here. There's also a big old log in the way. We're just gonna scan this again because last time we found there was a few things we weren't completely sure about. So I just want to make sure again. But yeah, check this out. Pretty shallow. I mean, it's actually 30 feet right here. That's a big old log that's standing there. I just want to make 1000% sure that there's nothing we missed. But there's a lot of these offshoots, parking areas where people pull off. And we already pulled a Camaro right out of here.
Camaro? No, that was a Charger.
Charger, that's what I meant. Yeah, we pulled a white Charger out of here. That was, we never got the full story, but I guess it was stolen. Kind of seemed a little fishy to me.
What's the word?
25 feet. Alright, so right up here there is the road section. We should be coming up on this first mystery car. That first car was right up here around this parking spot.
I don't remember.
Then there's an old boat of a car that we found
farther down.
I'll dive on both.
There's a rope swing right there. That's where the whole parking area is, but that car should be like right around here.
Where's the tree? Okay, here's the tree. That was leaning out, so I think right around
That
here.
old one was up here.
Fish?
Those are fish, yeah. Oh, those are some big old fish, dude.
Maybe. They might just be moving. Either way, big school of fish. Too bad we don't fish. Maybe we should fish. That looks like something.
Is that the old car?
I don't know. That one looks like it's on its wheels.
Is that next to all that crap?
Maybe.
It's gotta be the old one. What is that old one? Remember, it didn't scream car. It looked weird or something.
I'm kind of wondering about the upside down. Oh, yeah, that's got to be one of
That's
them.
gotta be the old one.
What's that?
Her.
Looks like there's two cars right next to each other. I'm kind of thinking we just seen like at least three, because those definitely look like vehicles. I think back there was a vehicle.
50 feet.
I think there's three of them out. What's that? There's another one. There's three vehicles right next to each other. Holy smoke, why have we missed that? Definitely four. I definitely saw 4 cars right there in that cluster. And that's just right there. I think there's at least 2 more before that.
What's that?
Who knows, man? There's a lot more things out here than I thought. Might be out here a little bit longer than we anticipated.
So that's the upside down one. And we're trying to find the other ones too. You can kind of tell it's upside down in a weird way. There's the tires, sticking up. There's no telling what that thing is. But that's when I'm like kind of suspicious it might be our guy. And there's some other things out here that are kind of the right. It's hard to tell at this depth, deeper. And I don't know if it's coincidence, but there's a broken tree right there. That car might have gone off and hit that tree. And it's always a possibility. It's definitely strange. I mean, cars in the lake, we don't see it in the lake as often, but this road is all down here and a lot of it has no guardrails, which is really dangerous. So we're gonna dive on all these. This one to me looks a little newer. The older ones look like they were an older dump site. But we're gonna dive this one first. But yeah, check this tree out right here. Completely snapped. All right, so you just got the anchor on the car?
I believe I do. If not, I'm really close.
It's really windy out here, and this boat is like a sail. It just gets air in it and pulls us, but we're not really moving.
Yeah, the wind's blowing pretty good right now. We're not moving, so I might be hooked up to the car.
But it looked like there was like 3 cars over there in a pile. Older
I don't know. I know. I'm gonna guess 4 in a pile up there, and then this one, which is upside down. It looks like all the other ones are on their wheels.
I think this one's newer. I would think this is newer. I mean, there's these pull-off spots where people drive by and take pictures, and the sign is right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna get suited up, dive on this. It's a little deep. It's not bad, like 30, 40 feet.
Yeah, you'll survive.
But let's get suited up and check this thing out. I got all my gear suited up right now. We got our OTS comms box. We had to get some repairs done, but I think it's going to be working. We're going to test that out today, so you'll be able to hear hopefully what I'm saying. And
Still working.
test that out.
So that's in the water.
That's a great tool to be able to, for safety wise. If you're a diver, I definitely recommend going with some the OTS masks too are my favorite. So I'm gonna go down there and see if I can identify this car. It's upside down, so I guess the plate should be up more. We'll find out here in just a second. Woo! Oh god, so close to me. Woo! Huh?
Can you hear it caulking? Check, check, mic check. Man, it looks like we're in business.
I'm gonna go down in this car.
Copy. Not our vehicle, not surprised, but we had to make sure, so he's gonna figure out what it is, then come back up and we'll go get those other vehicles cleared next.
I don't know what it is. It is old. I don't see a plate or details or anything.
Not even on. Turn off?
Yeah, put my GoPro. I don't think it recorded.
Recording right now.
I just heard it turn back on.
My GoPro kind of messed up there. I got right to the car and it turned off. I got the case now, so we shouldn't have that problem. But yeah, I don't know what this thing was. Super old, big boat of a car. I'll try to find a picture of what I think. I might try. We're gonna drive the other ones first. That was not our car. That's the most important thing. If I have time, maybe we'll check it out again. But definitely not our car. That thing was really, really old. But I'll try to find a picture of what I think was down there. But I could clear it too. I looked inside. But we're gonna go find these other ones. There's at least one more car. It kind of looked like 2 or 3, like old ones in a pile. But we found that charge out here, and it didn't even look like a car, really. Then there's that thing that kind of looked like a truck that we saw earlier, farther down towards the dam, right?
I thought they was all right here. Yeah,
No, I think they're. I think this was the only one right here.
I don't know where you are.
All right.
This one's a little deeper. It's not going to be dark and scary, but let's go.
Copy.
Yeah, this thing is old, man. Completely gutted. I don't know what it is, but it's like a spooky old remains of a car. Gosh. This is a cool old school car. The roof is gone. Pretty much everything's gone from the windows.
So the roof is gone, everything's rusty. Windows are still there. Coming up. Roger.
Alright, I don't know what that thing is, but it is old.
That part you brought up, this might say Cadillac on it.
I got a part. It says there's an L. I see an L and a U, maybe. Is it luxury?
Maybe you start with a C.
It says L-U-X.
L-U-X. I'd say luxury, I guess.
E-L-U-X.
What?
Says
Deluxe?
Deluxe. Yeah, Deluxe.
That was way up. That was a C.
It says Deluxe on it.
Deluxe edition something.
Somebody will know in the comments. Everything on that was crumbling, man.
Not surprised.
It looked like an old pirate ship or something.
Really?
The roof is completely gone. All the glass was intact, but the back had like those fins. The real lights were like the fins that stick out.
That's really old.
But I didn't see it play. I mean, it was so rusty. Yeah. We're gonna try to find these other ones. Probably gonna be about the same condition, but we'll see. Alright, it looks like we found an old graveyard of cars. How many are you seeing? 5? 4 or 5? I mean, that one I just dove.
Well, we're hooked on one.
Yeah, we're hooked on one.
Looks like there's 3 more.
Man, that one I just dove, that thing was old. So, I mean,
It might be an upside down car way in here, but it looks mangled.
we're also talking deeper depths over here. It's like 60 feet, so
That's our water main under there.
I don't want to just keep on diving and diving. And
That's what I'm hoping you're hooked on, but it looks solid. It looks like the front end's buried up. All of these look like they're falling apart.
They're not in great condition.
I mean, we're looking for a car that's a year old. So
Is that the line? Right?
No, that's a water main or a gas main or something.
What about the other? Is that a tree?
I don't know.
Definitely an old graveyard, dumping ground. So after you have a few of these, I mean, there's always a possibility someone could be inside, but it's kind of like, in our experience, that's not very likely. Places like this, it's possible, but we try to dive. I'm gonna try to dive everything I can.
Anchored down, so we're anchored at 85 feet, so kinda is what it is, I guess. Saying something like it sounds like it's really cool. It's an old classic car. So it seems like all these cars piled up right here are old classic cars, 70s, 60s. Definitely not the car we're looking for, but still cool to dive. Problem is they're pretty deep. This one's 60 foot. The other ones I think are 70 and even 80. I don't think we should dive those personally, but it's really gonna be up to Adam.
I mean, first of all, it is way too cold down there at 60-something feet. 70 feet? Dude, that was deep. And it was freezing. Yeah, I hit that thing, I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta keep going. I wasn't even at the bottom yet. It was cold, I finally made it down there. This is a cool car. That would be, and it was like, felt like not really rusty. I mean, it was rusty a little bit, but not crumbling like the last one. Color was it? It might have been white. Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna have to let the footage speak for itself. But that thing was cool.
Quickly, I wanted to go over some of the screenshots of these vehicles. Obviously, they were really poor visibility, hard to see. Here's the first one. It's got the split front window and the 3-piece back window, it looks like. I think some people were saying these cars were like 50s cars, maybe like some old Fords. I think the last one was an old Ford, someone was saying. I really don't know my old cars, but here's some screenshots. This one said Deluxe on this emblem right here on this side panel. And this is the last car here. It has these really cool, I believe that's the front headlights. And yeah, I wish the visibility was better and it was so difficult to see. But the rear trunk did open backwards. That's the trunk. So I don't know if that can help identify it. That's the rear tail lights. It has like 2 circles side by side. And then that's the rear window of the last car. And it has that small rectangle window right there in the back. And then I think it might be a yellow paint. I think it was yellow originally. And then that's the rear lights. It's got the fin on top. Really, really cool cars. If you guys have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. I'm thinking 50s, 60s cars, maybe an old Ford. You guys let me know. I really appreciate it.
All right, just got back. Got the boat back. The other ones around there, you can just tell by the sonar and by the looks of that one, they're going to be about the same age. Probably all cool, like old, it looks like an old muscle cars and stuff. That one, I have no idea. You guys have to let me know. I'm sure you've already commented what this thing is, but it's cool. Also, we just lost our 360 magnet. I was pulling it, and I guess it got caught on something sharp because the rope literally cut. So we lost another magnet. So yeah, I think that's definitely probably like a 60s, 70s, 80s junkyard, don't you think?
Definitely somebody dumped these cars around the same time. I'd be surprised the same guy dumped these cars.
Probably.
They're all around the same age. They're deep.
I'm sure you already commented if you know what that last one is, and then we actually lost our magnet on it. So I mean, I just was pulling on the rope where the rope broke. It wasn't the magnet was stuck on something good, I'll tell you what. But yeah, I don't know what that car was. It looked really good condition because it was old and kind of buried, so it was preserved really well. Yeah. We might have to come back eventually. I don't know how, because the moment you stir up anything, you just zero viz. So that sucks, but I'd like to get the magnet back and see what this car is. Unfortunately, it was not John's car, but I think we pretty much determined that it's clear out here. I mean, I would say.
I don't think he's in this lake.
A newer car we would have seen.
These are all other spots more upstream, I think.
Really shallow. We can't even get the boat up there.
Well, we'd have to go around, I think, then put back in. I don't really know how that works, but The search continues.
Search continues. If you guys have any spots around here, you know, let me know. We're gonna go back into Cleveland, I think, now, and then check out some more areas of the river. But definitely send me a message, shoot me an email if you guys have anywhere else to search, any ponds you think my car might go in. We're gonna keep looking for John. You know, we've been doing a lot of searching, a lot of ground covered, but we appreciate y'all watching and all the support. Definitely check out some more links and ways to support us down in the description, and subscribe to the channel is the best way to help us out and just watching it. So we really appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next one.